conspiracy theory you low-key kind of believe? Damn, a lot of people want to know my favorite food. I've posted on my Instagram saying I'm gonna do a Q&A for YouTube like 5 times now, and it's been 3 months, so we're finally gonna do it. This one is gonna be more of a personal / advice one, and then tomorrow I'm making one on content creation, money, business. So make sure to subscribe to watch that one. Okay, this is not organized at all. So I'm gonna be going through my YouTube post questions first, and then I'll do the Instagram ones, but there's a lot. When did you start wearing the hijab? So I actually started wearing it in kindergarten, I think senior kindergarten. Everyone in my family kind of wears it, and all of my family friends and just everyone in our neighborhood wore it, so it was kind of the norm for me, and then I haven't taken it off since, and I never will. How old are you? I'm 19, but I'm turning 20 soon. Very soon, in like 2 months. Kind of scared. Where are you from? So I'm ethnically Sri Lankan, like my parents are both Sri Lankan. Someone asked, are you 100% Sri Lankan? Yes, I am 100%. I think so. I haven't done like a DNA test, but both of my parents are Sri Lankan, and I was born and raised in Canada, Toronto specifically, but most of my extended family lives in Sri Lanka, so we go back every like 2 years. Some of these questions are like, I feel like you guys don't care. What is your favorite food? Like, do any of you guys actually care what my I don't know what my favorite food is actually. I do like shrimp Alfredo a lot, and butter chicken and naan. Was it easy to start wearing the hijab, and did people believe? For me, like again, it was kindergarten, so I don't know, maybe some people did find it weird, but I wouldn't have even noticed because I was in kindergarten, but it was kind of normal for me, and everyone around me, they were kind of also wearing it, so it was never really an issue for me, and I grew up in a very diverse place. But honestly, I think a lot of it just comes down to your own self-confidence, and just kind of you don't even have to pay attention to anyone if people are causing issues. You kind of want to ignore it and pretend that it's not happening, because you don't always want to be in your head, and if you see someone staring at you, you don't want to immediately think, oh, they're staring at me because they think I'm weird because I'm wearing the hijab, you know? Don't let your internal thoughts be that. Instead, when they're staring at you, just be like, oh, they're just staring at me, and then move on with your day. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep being in your mind, and you're gonna attract more of that into your life. When is your birthday? My birthday is soon, 2 months. I guess I don't know if I'm gonna be posting for my birthday. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. I keep changing my mind. Who inspired you to become an influencer? I don't know. Honestly, I think I just always wanted to since I was a kid. I feel like everyone has that dream, you know, like becoming a YouTuber and things like that. So it was kind of something that I always wanted to do since I was a child. So no one specifically. List 3 of your favorite movies and shows. I don't watch a lot of shows and movies anymore, but I do really love The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit series. I just really like medieval fantasy and the fighting and everything. What's your favorite color? Like black, dark red. What's your favorite chips flavor? These are just such specific questions, and I'm like, guys, does anyone actually care? Put your hand up if you care about my favorite chips flavor. I know no hands went up. And I don't even know what my favorite chips flavor is. I don't know. I like hot Cheetos, but it changes, you know? Depends on what the options are, depends on the mood for the day. Are you Pakistani? No, I'm Sri Lankan. A lot of people get confused by the Sri Lankan thing. So I'm not like a revert, and I'm not Tamil either. There's a third ethnic group in Sri Lanka. So there's Sinhalese people, which is like the majority, and then there's Tamil people, and then there's Muslim people. They're technically called the Moors, and they're a different ethnic group. So we're not Tamil. Tamil is a language, but Tamil is also an ethnic group in Sri Lanka. So the Muslim people, some of them speak Tamil, some of them speak Sinhalese, but we are not Tamil or Sinhalese. What are the best makeup products for textured acne skin? Honestly, I don't know if I'm fully gonna be able to recommend the best products for that, because I haven't really had acne in a while, and when I did, I wasn't really wearing makeup. So, but I will say my favorite products, like concealer, Too Faced concealer. Foundation, I've tried a lot of different foundations. I like most of them. I use a NARS one, I use Fenty, I use Limitless. This is my favorite one right now. I really like the Dior foundation as well. Honestly, depends on what you're looking for. I really like full coverage. So what sports do you play? I've never really played sports, but I did Taekwondo for a bit, and I'm planning on doing MMA again. Tips on how to deal with bullying in middle school. I think that depends on how you're getting bullied and who you're getting bullied by. You know, is it your friends? Is it just random people in your class? I'd say for the most part, ignore them if you're able to. And then also just kind of stand your ground, because this sounds like I'm victim blaming, but a lot of times when you're getting bullied, you overall kind of become more insecure. Maybe you were already insecure from the beginning, so they see you as a weak link and they see you as an easy target. But if you stop being an easy target, they usually move on. So the trick is to kind of stop letting it happen. Again, that sounds like victim blaming, but that's not what I mean. Basically, if they make a joke that's kind of bullying, just don't laugh at it. Or just in general, like, stop giving them the reaction that they want, because that's what they want at the end of the day. They want a reaction. They want to feel like they did something. So if you stop giving them the reaction, it stops being fun for them. What's your wallpaper? It is a house and a McLaren 720S, because that is my current dream car, and I also want to buy a house. So. What's your favorite food? Again, you guys really care about my favorite food, I guess. Do you have any siblings? And if yes, do they also post on social media? Maybe. I guess you guys will find out soon. Who's your favorite singer? I'm not a very big fan of celebrities and artists in general. Like, I've never been to a concert or anything, and I don't think I ever really care to go to one. Just in general, I don't really have like a favorite that I'm like, oh, I'm a fan of them. I kind of just listen to all music, like just random songs. But if you were to realistically go through my playlist, the most songs that I have are probably from Nav, which is kind of funny, but yo, his songs are good. So these are my top 3 or 4 songs. Damn, a lot of people want to know my favorite food. My dream holiday. I don't know, I have a lot. I want to do like everything. I want to go to every single country and do every single thing. I want to have a variety of experiences. Bad and good. What's this conspiracy theory you low-key kind of believe? Ooh, I don't know if we should be getting into that, but like 90% of them, except for like the flat earth ones, but I don't know. I think my thing with conspiracy theories is like, realistically, who am I to believe it or not believe it, you know? Either one could be right, because I don't really know. Like, even with the whole flat earth and like the NASA stuff, it's like, I don't really know, because you know what I mean? Like, I don't technically know. You're believing everything that the media is feeding you. The whole like 1984 George Orwell thing, all of that is happening. And just in general, the lack of consistency in history books, and just, I think the whole Palestine stuff in general is showing us how fake the media is and has been. So you really can't trust anything. What's the weirdest DM you've ever gotten? I honestly can't remember. I probably got a really weird DM, but I can't remember. I have a bad memory, guys. But I don't know. Probably like a weird marriage DM. I don't know. Also, guys, I don't know if this is just me, but like, I would never want to get with the guy who's DMing random girls on Instagram. So I don't understand when a guy DMs me on Instagram and he thinks we're gonna get married. Like, do you have any tips for full coverage but cute hijabs? I have a YouTube video, actually. I think there's 5 styles in there, and I believe 3 of them are full coverage. What is your full skincare routine? Oh, that's actually a good idea. I should make a YouTube video on that. But right now, my skincare routine, I use the Anwa oil cleanser. And honestly, like, I switch up all the time. I like to use the glycolic acid toner by The Ordinary. I also really like the Anwa milk toner. I've been using the 345 relief cream. I don't know how good it is for acne, but I like it as a moisturizer. I've also been using this eye serum. I haven't been using it for long enough to really recommend if it's good. And this dark spot serum. I also use kojic acid, and then Grande Lash serum and Vaseline for my lips. But in general, I would say my biggest tip for skincare routines is don't just copy what someone else has on social media. Do your own research and do something based on your skin, because everyone's skin is different and the same product could fix someone's skin and completely make someone else break out. But I'll make a video on how to find a good skincare routine, and I'll recommend like some good products that I have tried. Let me write that down right now, actually, because I'm gonna forget to do it. Where do people assume you're from? Because you look Somali. Actually, like 50% of people say that I look Somali, and then 50% of people say that I look Bengali. I think there's only been one single person in my entire life that looked at me and properly guessed that I was Sri Lankan. Did you get bullied in school? No. I don't think so. No. I was kind of irrelevant in school. Well, not irrelevant, but like I had my friends and then that was it. Also, most of high school was COVID, and then my last year of high school, I literally skipped class every single day. What's the worst thing you've ever experienced? I don't know. What do you mean by that? What's the context? Are we talking like funny? Like, I feel like I just don't get affected by things easily. Like, bad things could happen and I just wouldn't care as much. I like to not emotionally react to situations. Not in like an emotionless way, but just It messes with your vibrations and frequency. When did your glow up start and how? I think it was just like since since middle school probably. It's really funny because I think I was always just delusional. Like since I was a kid, like I would look in the mirror and I would be like, yeah, you're clapped. But forever I always like imagined in my future, I was like, I know I'm gonna be pretty. That was one of my goals. It was kind of always like one of my priorities when I was a kid too. Even just like my teeth were not straight, and it was kind of one of my biggest insecurities when I was younger. I literally was 16 years old, no dental insurance. I paid $6,000 out of pocket, my own money that I was making to get braces or Invisalign. But like, it was just something I always prioritized, I guess. What's your most embarrassing moment at school? Damn, that was like so long ago. I can't even remember anything from school anymore. There was probably a lot, but the fact that I can't remember it says a lot. So if you're having an embarrassing moment in school right now, just know it doesn't mean anything and it doesn't matter because you're not even gonna remember it in the future. I probably had a lot. I know I've definitely have experienced the feeling of embarrassment, so I definitely had a lot of embarrassing moments, but I can't remember it, so it wasn't real. Would you rather lose your sense of taste or touch, and why? That's an interesting question. I guess touch. Because taste, like, I want to taste food, you know? Food is good. What was your biggest fear that you overcame? I guess like the fear of what people think of you, but it wasn't really something I had to overcome too much because it was kind of always ingrained in me because of just the way I grew up and the fact that, like, I don't know, it's really easy for me to deal with social media hate and stuff in general because the way I grew up, it was kind of, even in terms of like the whole religious comments, like my entire family and extended family is super religious and traditional, so I was kind of always the odd one out, and they always kind of saw me as like, I don't know how to say it in English, but the word in Tamil is araparichi, which is like you talk back, or like basically just having a mind. They didn't like that a girl had a mind. I was kind of always treated a certain way, so it built up my mind in a way where I didn't care what anyone thought of me. How many languages do you know? I only know English. I know a little bit of French because I did extended French in middle school, and then I did it all the way till grade 12, but I completely forgot all of it, probably because I haven't thought about French in 3 years. How do you feel about when people comment about your makeup or eyebrow piercing? I guess it can be annoying sometimes when that's not the point of the video and you're making a video on something completely separate, and then all people want to talk about in the comments is religion. But I guess I've gotten used to it and I stopped caring. It's just engagement bait at this point. Yeah, like literally I open the comment thread and then there's people arguing in that exact comments asking me about it. Are you engaged? No, I'm not. Are you a convert? No. Are you British? No. Do I have a British accent, guys? Do you live alone? No, I live with my family. Makeup tutorial. I will be posting one soon, guys, I promise. I have a lot on shorts. It's just hard for you to scroll through. So go to my TikTok account, and then at the top there's a playlist called makeup tutorials, and then you could scroll through just that. What are your glow up tips? Bro, I've been meaning to make a back to school glow up video for like the past month and a half now. And now it's way past back to school, but you know what? I'm gonna film a glow up video right after this. Hopefully. What are your plans and goals for your future? What do you aspire to do / be? Someone replied and said all she cares about is cars in this dunya. That's her goal, is temporary temptation. I mean, you're not wrong. I do love cars. That is one of my biggest goals. I want to have like a really huge car collection with all of the most fast exotic cars ever, like just supercars. My plans and goals for my future is building wealth and going crazy with content creation, brands. I think businesses have always been one of my biggest like passions. So just building brands and building businesses and scaling businesses and just kind of helping people. Yeah, and I also just kind of want to do everything. Like I want to just do a little bit of everything. What encouraged you to start a business? I don't know how to answer that question because I've wanted to start a business and have started multiple businesses since I was like 10 years old. So that's just kind of always been my thing. That's like always been my passion and like vision for my life, I guess. But if you're asking what encouraged me to start this specific business, it's mostly like market demand, I guess. Why did you pierce your eyebrows? I really want to know that. What made you do that? Honestly, like I always kind of thought they were kind of cool, but I never thought I would get one. I was just like, oh, it's kind of cool. But then I was at Kensington with my friend and we walked by a tattoo piercing parlor. So I was like, hey, let's just go in and see what it looks like. And they gave us these little sticky things to put it on. And I put it on and I looked at it and I was like, wait, I actually kind of like it. What? Like, it doesn't hurt to do it. So I just did it. I was like, if I don't like it, I'll take it out. I don't know. I feel like it adds dimension to my face. Makes it a little less boring. Cool. Take us with you when you modify the Audi. Oh my god. Bro, I haven't had any time to modify it at all, which sucks because winter is coming. So now I don't even like care to do it. Like I really wanted to lower the car, but now with winter coming, I can't do that. So I have to wait till after that. And I just haven't had the time or energy to think about it, but I definitely will. I'll make a series, maybe like a TikTok series or a YouTube video. Someone commented what happened to the Q&A video. Guys, I'm sorry. If you were to marry right now, what would be your go-to for a man? I don't think I would get married right now. Well, I guess like in terms of the whole timeline thing, I think it depends on when I actually meet the person. So it's not fully up to me. What would be your go-to for a man? That's actually really funny. I think if I really like broke it down and if you actually looked at my list, it's just me. And I think that's 99% of people, like the person that they want is just basically them. Everything that I write down is just like me in a guy, you know? So when I find someone who's very similar to me, basically, I guess, and fits all the other criteria. Are you planning to do any more long form videos? Yes, guys, I'm sorry. It's such a pain to edit. Like I have so many videos I have my turkey vlog, which I recorded in August that I haven't even touched or edited. I have my camping vlog from July that I haven't edited or even looked at. I filmed a vlog when I went on my cruise last year, September. I haven't edited a single video from there. I'm gonna go to my Instagram story now. There's honestly, this video is already getting really long. There were so many questions. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go through them. Someone said, how can I marry you? With the freaking cute emoji. Oh my god. Not by doing that, that's for sure. Sorry. Just coming on here to bully people. Well, what's your biggest ick? Like in a guy? I don't know. What do you mean by ick? Do you mean like actual rational ones or like the non-rational ones that are just kind of dumb but you're like, ew, you know? Let me think of a non-rational one actually. Okay, this one is like kind of logical, but it's also kind of hard to find. But when a guy uses Snapchat, because I'm 19 and anyone who I'd want to be with is like my age or older. So like, why are you using Snapchat? But maybe that's just me because I haven't used Snapchat in like 5 years. Other than to post, because I know someone is going to be like, oh, well, actually, I follow you on Snapchat. What was your childhood dream job and do you think you've achieved it? I think when I was like a child, I wanted to be a doctor because I think they brainwashed every little kid to want to be a doctor. And then I also really wanted to be an artist because I liked art. Just in general, I think I always liked art and like creativity. I think business and like content kind of goes into that, you know? You're creating something. Advice for someone that doesn't know the meaning of life. Everyone's meaning of life would be a little different. So it depends on what your meaning is, but I think 90% of like wealthy people would give you the answer that it's people and connection and your relationships with people and how much you impact someone else. What brings you the most fulfillment, but from an Islamic perspective, working towards going to heaven. Again, I guess that's where the impact with people ties into, because all of that is also part of Islam. What is the story behind your Audi? I'm not sure what you mean by story, but I did record a YouTube video so you could go watch it. But it was a very impulsive decision. Like all of my decisions. I'm a guy, a little nerdy, but not that much. Need an advice on how to be cool with other people. I think what I'd say is practice. Just in general, practice talking to more people. Because people who are extroverted and talk to a lot of people, you might see them as like, they're so confident. How are they able to talk to people so easily? But it's just they've spoken to a lot more people in their life than you did. So just practice talking to everyone. And a really low pressure way to do it is to talk to strangers. So when you go outside, just start talking to strangers and having conversations with people. And then over time, you'll become more confident. A lot of communication comes down to aura and your personal confidence. So if they can sense that you're confident, you're just automatically going to be cool. Also, stop caring about yourself so much. Worry about the other person. Like when you're having a conversation with someone, actually care about what the other person is saying and trying to get to know them or trying to benefit them instead of just thinking like, oh, I want to speak. Some of these questions are a little weird. Follow me for $5. Barcelona or Real Madrid? I really wish I could like answer that question, but I have absolutely no idea what either of those words mean. What's your favorite video you made and why? In terms of short form, I have no idea. I've made so much short form content and I've literally forgotten 90% of what I made. So sometimes people will talk about what a video I made and I'm like, I don't even know why I said that. I think I'm gonna end this video right now because that was low-key a lot of talking. Anyways, subscribe for more because I'm actually gonna be making all the videos that I just said I'm gonna make. I swear. Bye guys.